Miscellaneous Account. Ms. Gorski-Schultz.
Yes, Chairman, thank you. We're bringing this item forward through HR. This obviously will be equipment that will be shared across the city. It's not just going to be used in the Human Resource Department, but it is a piece of equipment that would aid in assisting us with putting out mass mailings. So for instance, things that we do in the HR office, the open enrollment, any employee letters that we send out. There are some annual notices that we send out to retirees. I know that we have needs with the Good to Great program and sending out letters. In the planning side, we also can utilize this equipment. But basically, this would allow us to just kind of mass fold, stop, seal, and get them all ready for mailing.
Councilwoman Cass.
So this is just the folder, not the opener?
We already have an opener.
Oh, you have it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, Councilman
Stuff valve.
No.
Otherwise, you would have done already.
All right, any other questions for this item? All right, item 30, the motion to approve the insurance premium for commercial storage tank liability with Crum & Foster Specialty Insurance Company and the amount not to exceed $3,878.88 to be paid to Nickel & Sapp, city agent of record from general fund, risk management and contractual services. Term of policy is September 16th, 2018 through September 15th, 2019. Ms. Gorski-Schultz.
Thank you, Chairman. This is just our annual renewal for the coverage for the tanks. We no longer have underground tanks, but we still have tank receptacles that we need to cover with a pollution liability policy. It is not considered part of your general liability policy, so you do need an additional policy that would protect you from any expenses from cleaning up a spill or any liability from any defenses or damages from a third-party entity. So the renewal is much lower than it has been in previous years, just obviously because we've removed tanks off of the scheduled list, and we're down to just a minimum number. This is not a statutory required policy. However, it is recommended that we have some type of coverage for the tanks because they are not part of our general liability policy.
Any questions from council on this item? All right, that's it. Does anybody else have anything for tonight? Councilman Woolley.
I just got a couple quick questions. Cooper Street, I don't know if it's you or Jeff handling it. There's a person I know that's wanting to purchase that piece of property between, it's right behind the hotel or whatever. He just called me today, said it's been months and nobody's really, do you have an update on that, or do you know if Jeff's handling that? Or what?
I know that we reached out.
Okay.
He was out of town for a period of time. We reached out to his father.
His father?
Yeah, I think his father. There's somebody that, or neighbor maybe it was.
Okay.
I'll have to get back with you.
Okay.
I'll get back with you tomorrow on that.
It's just been a while. I was curious. One more, Mr. Bach, 13510 Morton View. There's a sinkhole going on, and it's been put in the system, and they closed it, but it's continuing to sink, and it sounds like it's between two culverts, so I'm thinking it's starting to collapse in there or something. Maybe.
Is it in private? I mean, is it on someone's property?
It would be considered. It's like he doesn't have sidewalks because it's on Morton View, so I think it would be considered a median.
Can you give me the address?
It's 13510 Morton View.
13510 Morton?
Yes.
All right, I'll check it out.
What's under his driveway?
It's in front of his driveway. You know, it's like in the he said it's like 5 feet off the road, so I don't know if it's his or not. But just one more question. I went on somebody was asking me if we were hiring for anything. What's the animal shelter coordinator going to do? I just saw that there.
That's a part-time position within our shelter. Basically, a lot of community outreach with social media venues, with publicizing events, assisting to cleaning, caring for the animals. I don't have the extensive job description in front of me, but happy to provide a full copy of the council if they'd like. Support position.
Councilwoman Pass.
I have an address also for you, Mr. Bach. 9443 Sylvester. There's a dead rabbit off the middle of the street.
Dead rabbit?
Rabbit. It's pretty, it was gross. I think it just happened to you, but I think it's pretty rabbit. Just want to watch out.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have anything? Councilman Renner?
Just a quick question. Cindy, a quick question in reference to FOIA. When you get FOIA, FOIA comes in, okay? After the FOIA comes in, what do you normally do with it? Can you give us basically the steps real quick? It doesn't have to be just real quick,
FOIA comes in and it's sent to the appropriate departments.
okay?
From that point, they're given a deadline.
Okay,
The deadline can be 5 days by law.
okay.
It can also be extended by 10 days by law. You can also request a deposit from the requester if we believe the work is going to exceed around $50 or so.
The other question I would have is, as an elected officials, should the elected officials, or are they in any way notified when somebody is FOIAing the elected officials?
Typically, I would leave that up to the administration. I would not, just because, and I don't want to go into
No, that's
detail.
okay.
There's certain things that could be sensitive subjects,
Correct.
and, right.
Yeah. So basically, it would be up to the administration on whether or not we're notified. Because I was notified today that stuff went out after 20, almost 30 days.
Right, 'cause it extended.
Which is okay. I mean,
Yeah, there was a.
somebody paid a ton of money for a bunch of papers that could look on my computer anytime they wanted. But it was just interesting, I got notified the day after they went out, and I was just wondering if it's typical as an elected official, should we be notified to maybe at least update somebody in case there's something on the computer that's okay, they got in there, but there's nothing.
Right, 'cause they're.
Because we ended up, there's also other items in that packet that concern you, other people, that probably you might want to know it went out.
Whomever you had.
Yes, ma'am, I thank you very much.
With.
Yes, yes, and I appreciate that very much. You did a great job, I appreciate it very much what you
And
did.
you have to understand the situation I'm in. It was
I'm
difficult.
surely, I do.
You know.
You were very cooperative. It was just my concern, it might have been wise to let elected officials know, because when that gets FOIA, God only knows what that goes out, because just because my name might have been on it, there's a lot of people's names are on it, and their stuff went out too.
And it was hours and hours of redactions.
Yes, ma'am,
that when
I
we
know.
had, nothing personal was released.
Yeah.
You know, everything was city
But-
email addresses.
Yeah, but it's just some of the things people might want.
I'm curious, who notified you?
Nobody.
You said you had.
John Clark on the day it went out.
Right.
Oh.
He said he was sorry, but he just got notified. That they might want to let me know. I said, it's gone. That's why I asked you, and it was gone. But I just wanted to, thank you.
Anything else from council?
Mr. Chairman, I don't know if you guys have been engaged, oh, I thought you were pointing at, I don't know if you guys have been engaged in this, rat complaint.
Yeah, they're coming tomorrow.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I did reach out to him for an address. He told me that I should just check Facebook. So we have been out there, we've issued violations, we've issued warnings. They're welcome to come, and that was my answer to the gentleman. But it has been looked at for probably the last month. I believe Councilman Johnson's been out there personally. I just got an email today from the guy, and I asked him the address, and he said, no, sir, check Facebook. Okay, so we finally dug up the address, we were able to find it, but there's a couple of minor issues, just nothing major.
Yes, Councilwoman?
I did go out there today before I came here, and that's what that address happens to be right in front of his house, I'm sorry, that I was the one who
And
saw
it's
it.
the neatest, cleanest house in the
Oh my
neighborhood.
gosh, it is,
It
yes.
absolutely is.
So I went into his backyard, walked around and everything, and that's what I saw, everything was neat. So as you look in the other areas, because you can see there's no privacy fence or anything, years ago, we had, when our ordinance people were up through the police department, where I live, it was a female, and so she came out to our house because we had a problem in our neighborhood when they had torn down moose cat tires, and all the rats came into our neighborhood. But they were housed in this one house that was just, the backyard was just like whatever. But anyway, so she came through and we walked down to the front of this house and she said, there's a hole right there. She said, no, if there's one, there's gotta be another one, because the rats go in a hole and out a hole. They don't come in and out of one hole. So when I was in his backyard, I mentioned that to him. He goes, really? So we walked over and the neighbor's air conditioning unit, you can see a little hole going under it. So I think they're there, but I don't know how you can go about, he's got rat poison, he's got traps, he's got immaculate area. So I don't know if, I don't think there's a dog next door, so, you know, if we could contact that lady maybe and let her know, put something, it looked like something.
So she has been contacted, they talked to her. I actually walked Pardee and handed out the literature that we have on our website, and I did this street too, you know, didn't do him, because he obviously he knows, but, they've already talked to that lady, so they've done a
Well,
lot.
I know she had done something, there was an ordinance violation on about the weeds in front or whatever, and now it looks really bad, because it's like this big old deep hole where she had taken, it looks like somebody
So
scooped
she's
out a bunch of
like
dirt.
85 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, so if you know, contact them and maybe see if you can help them some way or whatever, but I know there's not anything that we can do to make the rats go away, I know that.
Oh, Willie Pete. White phosphorus in the grenade form.
Yeah, with an animal or a dog around. But anyway, so I happen to notice, I don't know if that was a hole going underneath of this air conditioning unit. Maybe that is an in and there's an out someplace. Or, yeah, there's an in and out. You know, so I don't know what we can do.
I don't believe, to be candid, I don't believe that anybody's actually seen a rat over there that's been there. I don't know if you saw one when you were there, or if you saw one.
Well, not during the daytime.
I don't believe any of our ordinance officers have seen any of the rats. There are issues that are there that they've been warned and or ticketed for that could possibly attract rats. I believe one yard has broken piles of concrete. There's a couple of other small issues.
Sheds are on cinder blocks instead of on, that's the neighbor is next door, they're on cinder, you can't really see it unless you're in the backyard.
Yeah.
But I do know a couple streets over on Sylvester, she's on the Historical Society, and Historical Commission. It's her house, and she is an immaculate yard to her and her mother. She has cameras, and she has videotaped the rats coming this way and across from someone else's yard, so they are there.
Well, again, we've never seen that, so if you want to share it, I don't go on Facebook, so,
I can show you that.
and certainly the sites that they're talking about, I'm actually blocked from, so I can't see anything anyhow, so. But I just wanted you all to know that we have been there, it has been reviewed, and they're welcome to come. I just asked for the address today, and his answer was, no, sir, go to Facebook, so.
Did you get the address?
We did finally find it.